Hi guys, and thanks for tuning in to episode 3 of my PC recording tutorial series. So in the first episode we covered DxTory and how to go about recording with that and getting yourself set up with the best settings. In the second episode we covered some tips and tricks using Sony Vegas to actually edit that footage and how to set the program up to best suit your needs. And in this video we're going to cover how to render it properly with the right settings. What I'm going to do is if anyone's got any questions over a course of those 3 videos, just post in the comments and I'll try and do a 4th video covering anything that hasn't been made clear, or if you guys have any questions I'll try and help out with that. So here I've just got some basic footage. I'm going to take away the aspect ratio there as I explained to do, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and render this. So if you go to render as, so file, render as. Now I render in Windows Media format, so I'll go to the save as type WMV. Now what you can then do is go to template. Now down here is template. It'll give you lots of templates to choose from. Okay, I've made one of my own, but you can go onto any one of these as a starting point, and I'll show you the settings. If you select any one of these as a starting point, that'll be fine. Click on custom. And what you can then do is change the settings to suit your need, type in a name up here and click save, and then that is the one you know always to use, for instance with YouTube. So what you want to do is you want to have include audio checked, you want the mode on quality VBR. I personally have left the format on 9.2 and the stereo on 44. Okay, moving on to video. The video mode, again, quality VBR. Format, Windows Media Video 9. I have mine, mostly I render in 720p, so I have it on 1280 by 720. Of course, if you want it on 1080, you can set it to 1080 there. Now this quality, ideally you want it on 100%. However, you can reduce the quality to 97, even 93, possibly even down to 90, and you won't notice a massive amount of difference on the quality of the video. What you have to remember with YouTube is YouTube changes the quality of the video anyway. Once you upload it to YouTube, it uses its own codec, so some of the quality always gets lost. Now, with that in mind, you can get away with taking your quality down to say 90%, and it's not going to impact the overall quality when it's uploaded, but it is going to significantly reduce your file size. Depending on what I'm recording and what I'm uploading, I will sort of flick between them, but sort of 90-93% for the most part will be fine. On the bitrate, I leave this as standard personally. I haven't found a need to really mess about with it. I think mine is currently set. Yeah, there we go. It's set at 8. If you wanted at 8, that's fine. Like when you go back here, say. If we go back to the menu, see this default one here on 8 megabit. Ideally 8 megabit is for 1080p video. Now I don't really record that much in 1080p, but I'm starting to, which is why I use 8. So I started on the 8 template and worked from there. So I leave that on 8, and then the rest really you don't need to mess about with. When you're on project video rendering quality, you want to make sure that's on best. And that's pretty much it. You can then save that file. It'll render, do its own thing. Obviously, depending on how fast your PC is and whatnot, will dictate how fast it's going to render. And also the settings that you had it on. If you've got it on 85% or 100% quality, it's going to take longer to render. Again, 1920 is going to take longer to render than 720p. So these are the sort of things you've got to bear in mind. I will sometimes, if for instance I have some footage that I don't want to use straight away that I've recorded with DxTory, I will render it at a very high quality just to reduce the file size, and then I'll keep it just to use at another time. So that's something worth bearing in mind as well that you guys might want to do. So I hope that's been useful. I hope these videos have been useful. I mean, they're just really the basics of getting yourself set up, recording and how to render it. If you guys have got any questions, pop them down below and I'll do my best to help you out. And as always, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.